Welcome to Enter the Vault.
These are the chronicles of two fat nerds on a quest to do as little as possible with their lives. I'm Connor Christian.
And I'm Dean Case.
And you forgot the order, but that's all good.
I did. This is Whitlocks End by Soul Structure.
And we're back, and that was fucking hardcore. I love that song so much. It just reminds me of like Minor Threat or Gorilla Biscuits or something, or just something that's really old school where they just didn't even bother getting crazy with the guitars. They were just like, I'm angry, and this is what I'm angry about. Let's just get something beneath this.
The best thing about it is it's not old school. You can get it for free on Bandcamp if you head over to Soul Structure's Bandcamp. As always, there'll be links everywhere. For just everything.
All over the place. Just looks like a Jackson Pollock painting of links just everywhere.
So, what are we talking about this week, Connor?
Well, we're not going to dilly-dally about. We're just going to get straight into it. MGS5, the trailer got released earlier this week. And I think the world collectively went to the ticket station, paid their single fare to get on the fucking hype train.
Yeah.
And make their way to fucking Gloriesville.
I mean, we'd seen a couple of like trailers and obviously quite a bit of gameplay footage before this, but this was a launch trailer cut together by Hideo Kojima himself.
Was it actually cut together and edited by him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it says it at the beginning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I completely forgot, but
and it's just a little farewell to fans, I guess, right from the get-go.
It's just letting you know that this is the end. It's like, you're not getting any more after this. Fucking live with it. Not live with it, but this is going to be great.
So we're not going to like dwell on the actual trailer too much because you could just go and watch it yourself.
You know what? Because we're not going to do it justice. And I can't really remember too much about it. There's no point us trying to piece together what we collectively, like fragmentally remember from the trailer.
Well, basically, you've just got a lot of like fan service, a lot of cool music because obviously it's Metal Gear and the music's always been spot on.
The music is always spot on Metal Gear.
And then you have like a big Metal Gear with like a dong cannon, which is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like Hideo took a couple of pointers from Michael Bay after watching Transformers 2. He was like, what? A robot with testicles?
Yes!
Let's make that more productive, more practical. Because there was no point of the Transformer testicles, was there?
No.
They were just there.
Yeah.
It was just a cheap laugh. Dong
Pointless.
cannon, like, you're not going to expect it. Just pop. It's like no, in fact, he got it from Wild Wild West, didn't he? That guy's a dong cannon in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, what came first, though?
No,
Wild
no.
Wild West or Zone of the Enders?
Sorry, no, not Wild Wild West. That was my bad completely. It was From Dusk Till Dawn. I think that's the one with the dong cannon. Either way, that came first.
Whatever. It's all good. Are we still recording? I think I just... yeah, we're good. I just worried for a sec because we were talking about Metal Gear, which instantly causes any computer nearby to start to freak out.
Like, oh my god, wait. They're all watching us. They're all going to connect us together.
The Patriots are coming.
The Patriots are coming.
Right, so what is your experience and knowledge of the Metal Gear universe like? Tell us what you've played
What
Because I love it.
I've probably played like collectively one whole Metal Gear game, which means that I've played all of them besides Sons of Liberty, but just never completed them. I'm the worst person to ask about video games, right? Because I only ever play like the first half of any video game, and then I just like get bored. Like not like get bored of it. My mind loses track, and I just find something else to be interested in. But like Metal Gear Solid started for me when I was like 5. Must be about 6 or 7 when we got like the PS1.
Yeah.
I think it was 90. I've got no idea how old I was, but I was pretty young, and my dad used to love Metal Gear Solid. He just play it like all the time. So that's all I got from it. Really was watching him play it.
I had a demo disc for MGS1 that was pretty sweet. It had like the first couple of areas of Shadow Moses and stuff, where you came down, you had to avoid the guys around the helicopter, sneak in.
Is Shadow Moses the base?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really bad at like remembering simple shit like that.
So yeah, it takes place around the first couple areas of the game, and then you, I believe, can get up to about shit. It's been so long. You can get up to a certain point, and then obviously it just cuts off because it's a demo. And I remember playing the first section of that game so many times, because it was a demo, and I kept fucking dying.
Again, like when I first started playing Metal Gear Solid, I was like 6 or 7, so I never really got that far because I was like shit at everything in life at that point because I still wasn't a fully developed person. So I played the first like couple of missions, not missions, but like the first couple
areas.
Of areas a couple of times, and then like I started playing it again like last October because I picked it up from MCM for like 15 quid.
Which one? The PS1 version or the GC Twin Snakes?
No, the PS1 version.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and as of then, let me think. I got to Cyber Ninja. Is he called Cyber Ninja?
Cyborg, close enough.
Yeah, okay.
Grey Fox!
Yeah, man. He's the one who's invisible, and you have to use like your infrared to... You just basically, spam the infrared. And then I got up to that bit where... it's like this big, open, snowy area, and so like fucking homeboy comes out in a tank.
Oh, Raven, yeah.
Raven, that's it. And I've gotten like just a little bit past Raven.
And he says some like cryptic bullshit.
And you're like, what?
Yeah.
No, that's all. Like, I think that's all MGS is really. It's just one long like scavenger hunt. You know, like those alternate reality games, but kind of in a game. So it's not alternate reality. It's just the game.
Yeah. It's an odd series, to say the least. The balance of like extremely serious subject matters like terrorism,
nuclear warfare.
Yeah. Like mass death and like genocides and shit are touched on, and then it's just.
And then you have guys panting over like lost like just Playboys that they find on the floor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And there's just boobs everywhere and
boobs all over the place.
A bit odd, really.
Maybe they'll like go in the other direction in this game, right? Because they might have gotten some flack from like I don't know, concerned parents. Like, there's too many boobs, and they're like, all right, and then they just start like posting dongs everywhere instead. They might just be.
That would explain the dong cannon.
See, yeah, it's like a big a re-recurring dong theme throughout MGS5.
That's fine.
Yeah, I could deal with that.
I mean, in MGS4 we had like just Snake's old arse in latex.
Like I said, I never
on our screen for the entirety of the game, basically.
Yeah, but you can't like see how saggy his arse is through the.
No, it's firm as fuck, but the fact that
it's so taut, he's kept it in a good condition.
It's so like graphically contoured and stuff to his latex like stealth suit, the Octo camo that he's got, that it is literally there the whole time. And when you're like crawling around doing a big boss.
Oh right, yeah, it's obviously like up his crack, basically.
It's bang in the center of your screen.
His fucking arse cheeks look like the Microsoft XP background, like wallpaper, just like hill. Right,
but they're made of adamantium because he's Solid Snake, obviously.
Is it adamantium?
Yeah.
Cool, man. I didn't know. Oh, you mean like? I thought you meant like in real life. I was thinking about the suit. Like you were saying, like the suit had some fucking like metal in it. No, you were making a joke, right? And I didn't.
Yeah.
And I didn't clock onto it at all.
Nah, it worked then. That's a successful joke, in my opinion.
This is where we are wrong about comedy. Comedy isn't about being a sociopath and making... Because I was explaining this to someone the other day. I was saying, like, my favourite feeling is when I know that, like, I can say anything and you don't know if it's a lie or the truth.
I love that feeling as well.
Same. But then I thought to myself, like as soon as I said it, like, they laughed and walked away. And then I was like, that is fucking crazy sociopathic. The fact that my favourite feeling is knowing that I can lie in your face. Oh, no.
I should just say that we haven't tried to just lie to people's faces on this podcast.
No. We're trying to be...
at least kind of pieced bits of facts together that we've kind of remembered, but like we're not always too fresh on.
Yeah.
So anything that we say, take it with a grain of salt, but it's not a lie.
Yeah, it's basically like how dads operate, because dads just tell you shit, right? And they mean it in like the best like intention, but most of the time they're just kind of pulling out their ass and just hoping for the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We just get it a bit wrong.
Just a little bit wrong, but it doesn't matter. We're still informing mildly.
Yeah, what have we informed about so far? That
Metal Gear Solid is a thing, and
we have played it.
And we have watched the trailer once.
Yeah, I've watched it twice, and I still can't remember it very well. But hey, I should just say to everyone that we are recording this on Saturday, the 29th of August, a day before it's going up. And we have some news on the shop for once. Finally.
We actually have actual news. We're not just going to say we got news and then just say that we've not got anywhere like we always do.
Yay! Right?
No, yeah. That's a positive reaction.
So after we recorded last week, which I think was on Tuesday for episode 5 or episode 5B, whatever, we went and looked at a new place on Thursday, which was at least 20 times better than the one that we were looking at.
At least. I did the maths when I got home and it was actually 22.3.
Crunch the numbers, but, you know, I was just making just taking a stab at it, you know.
Just giving it a good old college try, yeah.
So we gave the initial landlords until Friday to get back to us. And then we said that we'd stop the process with them. But because a certain someone is a great person and has a brilliant sense of humour, our solicitor, she decided that we'll just wait for them to get back to us and then tell them that we're not going with them because they've held us up for 2 months.
To break up with them. Yeah, just to make the breakup even more gnarly. Like, they thought they had a chance. We were like, we decided like 2 weeks ago that we weren't going to be with you anymore. We're just
keeping you hanging on. She actually said it would be interesting if we can complete this one before the other guys even get back to us.
That's a nice little challenge. We're going to break the high score.
Yeah, it's like a time trial.
Yeah. So basically, the crux of that is we've got a place now, and we're actually going through with stuff.
Yay!
Like loads of legal shit, and we should. Actually, I'm not going to say a date because that means people are going to hold us to it. But
yeah,
well, let's say late September. There's definitely going to be stuff in that shop, and we're going to be in the place.
Yeah, I mean, the week starting the 31st. No, yeah. So the 30th, the Sunday, when this podcast goes up, that week we should kind of have a bit more info on what like time scale we have, how long it's going to take us to get in, if we're in, and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty sweet.
No time wasted, really.
No, not at all. It's not like we said that we'd be open in August.
No, we said we were going to be open on the 1st of August.
Sorry, guys. No one cares, though, right?
Nope.
This is a song by Vernal. They're a band. You can check them out on Bandcamp and Facebook and other places. It's called Wasted.
Which is the segue I was trying to go for before. And then you just kind of cut me off. I was... Damn you, man.
I'm missing every day what you said. can break broken heart. Please stay with me tonight. I said you didn't, only your eyes told me yes. Stay at home tonight. I don't wanna see you. I won't wait here on any night time. Spend my own thinking of you, but I won't wait here.
Nice. Some nice little.
Yeah.
Wasted by Vernal. Tasty.
Nice. I
Wasted
like that.
was tasted.
I like that. That was fantastic. So yeah, again, links will be somewhere. You'll find them. There's a Borderlands movie
Well,
in development.
yeah, in development. That doesn't mean there's going to be a Borderlands movie. They could drop it at any point.
But
it's Lionsgate. They'll fucking put anything out.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Britain. We're just like, we need a film industry.
We need economy fast.
Get us money, please. What are all the kids playing? Well,
Video games.
Video game. They just walked into CEX and saw Borderlands, and they were like, "That one, all right, cool."
It's not even like they saw the box. They just saw like an old display
Yeah,
that CEX had that was just like, it's just like a Borderlands 2 like shelving unit that's just full of pre-owned games, basically.
Yeah.
That aren't even related to Borderlands, but they're like, that's interesting.
I like
yeah.
his mask. Just
Cool mask. Is that the protagonist?
yeah. Then they start making the movie, and they're like, "Have we played the game yet?" No. Oh, let's check it out. It's just a fucking shoot and loot. They're like, what?
Meme fest.
It's just a meme fest. Oh my god, what if this is the first box office meme fest? Whoa.
Possibly. Maybe.
It could be.
Yeah.
Nah. That would never make any money. There would be
Well, they've already made a Grumpy Cat thing, right?
yeah, but that's a bit different because like we're talking about like real old school memes. We're talking none of this fucking new age grumpy cat shit.
Yeah. New age. I just imagine like just like everyone associated with Grumpy Cat's like PR team are just
It's literally
hippies,
just
like
no,
40-year-old
not
women.
even. No, I was thinking that it was literally just like BuzzFeed, like BuzzFeed movie studios. Like they just created a new office, and they were like, right, Jill, James, and John. Why did you pick all the ones with J? Because I couldn't think of anyone else's name.
How long?
How long? Well, how long is it going to be until
BuzzFeed are like on Fox level.
on Fox level? Well, I guess like 30 years.
Yeah,
Because Fox is
continued. Let's say continued success from now. To get to like Fox's
Okay,
level
let's say-
in the 90s.
in the 90s, 100 years, because they were like fucking supervillains like back then. They had like Rupert Murdoch basically had the entire world by the nuts.
All right, let's say Facebook buys BuzzFeed.
I think it already has, hasn't it?
I don't know.
Probably.
That's
Facebook
first
bought
step, innit?
everything. They're just
So
like...
let's say Facebook instead of BuzzFeed. Because
Oh,
Facebook is
well,
the-
Facebook's already like... Well, I guess it's more like Google. If we're going to be going for like
Yeah.
power, then it's going to be Google that has all the power, right?
Yeah, I don't know, because like people are going with Apple Pay over Google Wallet right now, aren't they?
Yeah, but...
And that was meant to be their big like launch of 2-3 years ago, Google Wallet, and it just kind of
I've used Google Wallet once.
once. You're meant to use it every day. Man.
I've not
That's
used
the
Apple
idea.
Pay at any point, so Google's winning in my book.
Do you have an iPhone?
No.
That explains why then, right?
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to own an iPhone, right? Because, like, I just don't ever have enough money to,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
afford even the notion of having, like, an iPhone. Because there's no point getting an old iPhone, right? Because, obviously, we all know, I'm not breaking any, like, boundaries here when I say, like, Apple, like, always put bloatware in their fucking phones so that... Or in their new software, so whenever the new phone comes out, they release a new software, you put it on your old phone, then it fucking ruins it, and it takes forever to get back. So there's just no point. I just can't be asked with all the ball ache of having to spend £300 every 2 years. Just to,
More than that, son.
well, no, I guess I'm just going off like contract basically.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah.
I just can't be asked with it. I've just started like phasing Apple out of my life because I just can't be asked with it anymore. Besides iPods, right? iPods are amazing, and it's gonna be hard to find a better media player than but whatever.
I think there's a few like MP3 players that are pretty.
I know Archos.
cool.
Is it Archos or Archos? I
I
can't.
think it's Arcos.
Yeah, Archos makes some pretty decent media players, but they're always they're always in like the same price range as the Apple stuff anyway. So like,
I mean, I just wish that they'd bring back the 160 gig iPod Classic.
that like you can get them in CEX at the moment, right? In pretty
second
decent
hand.
condition, yeah, for like £140, 160. Like
That's not too bad.
that's not too bad.
Pound a gig, basically.
Yeah, and they last forever, and they can just hold too much stuff.
Yeah, way too much.
It's just like I know I'm never gonna listen to that much music.
Be
You know?
useful for podcasts and stuff.
I think the only thing, like, what I would use an iPod Classic for, right, is for like in car,
Yeah.
like just have it hooked up to my car, right, and then just so that anyone who gets in your car. I used to do this with my old iPod Classic. Was I'd be like, oh guys, if you want me to put anything on here, I'd just give me artists. I'd put like all their stuff on there. I used to be a pretty bad pirate, so like I just get all the stuff and just put it on there.
As opposed to what now?
I'm a streamer now. I use Spotify.
Yeah.
I mean, Spotify is great. Besides, like, I mean, over the past couple of months, I've noticed that like something like they don't ever give you any warning about this, which I think they should change. But like a few songs and like a few albums have like gone off Spotify.
Yeah.
So then when I've been looking for them on my playlists, I've been like, I swear I used to be on there, and then I check on Spotify and they're not there anymore. It's like that would have been. I mean, I don't mind. Just give me a warning first, so I can go and buy the album and download it. You know?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I think it's to do with a lot of like self-releases and that kind of thing. It costs money to get them up on Spotify if you're using a digital distributor.
Yeah, it does.
So
When I released my EP, it was on Spotify for a year because of the printing people that we went through. They were like, we can get you on Spotify for a year.
you had an
with
EP.
this." Yeah.
What?
No, it wasn't like my own EP. It was in my band. No, I didn't have an EP.
Go on, plug it, man. Plug
No,
it.
the band's no longer together, obviously.
I don't care.
But
Plug
they were called Taking Liberties, and the EP was called The Art of Living. I think it might still be knocking about on iTunes. So
That's cool.
if you want to listen to like a bunch of kids try and be the Arctic Monkeys or whatever, then like go for it.
But from Cheshire instead of
Yeah,
Sheffield.
oh my god, my singer. I used to love his voice, right? We used to get a lot of the same complaints in our band that we do in the band that we're in at the moment, Till of the Fun. Like people going like, "Oh, that's the singer's a bit abrasive," but like he was like singing like he was like a little bit flat, but
Yeah.
he just had like the most Cheshire accent you've ever heard in your life. Like every sound was like to the maximum. But it was amazing. I used to love it, but I was just because I'm a bassist, I was just playing like root notes. It was pretty boring. So
Fair enough. So here's a band that don't just play root notes.
Are you just making sure they don't just play root notes? Are you playing the song in your head?
Yeah.
Just to be like, I hope it didn't make myself look like a tit.
It's another one from Soul Structure because they're really short, but like they're just awesome. So this is Dovedale.
That was a lot of root notes, Dean. You lying piece of shit. That was all root notes. That was punk rock, man. Of course, it was all root notes.
So we didn't really talk much about the Borderlands movie at all.
Oh, we didn't, did we? We just kept up. We did that thing again.
Yeah.
Where we were ourselves and we just talked about something completely different.
Let's speculate.
Do you think it's going to be about Handsome Jack?
Probably. He's the biggest personality, kind of.
Yeah,
In,
and also the episodic games that they're releasing at the moment from
Yeah.
Telltale, they revolve around Handsome Jack at the moment.
And 2 and the pre-sequel. So
I mean, even if it's not about Handsome Jack, he's going to be in there somewhere. They're going to throw in a cameo
Yeah.
from him where he's like the big bad boss and he has like a little speech and then you never see him again. Or whatever.
it's pretty interesting how they didn't really find a recurring like villain, I guess, until the second game. Like the first game's pretty open.
I've never played the first game. I've only ever played Borderlands 2.
Absolutely love them. They're just fun.
Yeah, me and my housemate Josh played that game for probably about like 5 months solid, just all the time. That was like our World of Warcraft, basically. We just hop on, we play Borderlands for like an hour or two, you know, have a gay old time, just fucking blowing up barrels, finding cool new. That was the greatest thing. There was just so many guns in that game, and the progression of the guns felt like not natural, because you don't naturally go out and find guns and in like boxes and shit. But
I know
it felt fair. Like it would leave you struggling for a while with like a slightly underpowered gun, but not like so underpowered that you felt nerfed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, oh, I have to spend loads of money on a new gun. You knew that you could either spend money on a new gun or wait a little bit and know that you're probably going to find a better gun knocking about in the wilderness if you don't mind just slugging it out, Bear Grillsing it for a while, just with a fucking little pistol.
And a challenge is always good to have. I remember in Borderlands 1, there's this section where you head into like, it's kind of in like a canyon area, and you go into like a base that's kind of been dug into the side of a cliff. And I remember dying so many times on that. And it was literally just because I was using the sniper character and the magnum that I had.
Oh, I was a sniper. I was 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Borderlands 2. His name's Mordecai in the first one. I was using the sniper rifle, which obviously in close quarters just doesn't translate very well. So I was kind of like blagging my way through that. Managed to get through it, picked up a magnum at the end that basically saw me through the rest of the game. Like,
what, a pistol? You found a pistol? Nice. That was always me. I was either sniper rifling or pistoling. There was no in between.
Yeah. I like magnums or snipers. I tend to always lean towards being a sniper in games.
Same. Whenever I play any sort of role playing game, which even though like Borderlands 2 isn't really, it's a shooting, but like it has RPG elements, and you can pick different classes of that's what I was going for. So whenever I have to pick a class for a person, I'm always like a ranged fella. Like every time I play WoW or any other fantasy based RPG, I'm always like a bowman. Basically, I like in Skyrim, I was a female wood elf called Grendel.
Righteous.
Yeah, and I just like boosted like the archery up to 100 to the point where, like, you know, when like you zoomed in and everything went like 3 times as slow, so you could like.
I had a female Khajiit who was again.
Khajiit are the coolest.
Skyrim, man. With the Nightingale armor from the Thieves Guild, and that's like archery all the way up.
Thieves Guild had like the coolest armor. I had the Thieves Guild armor as well, the Nightingale armor.
I also finished the Dark Brotherhood stuff.
That's the black one with like it's all black, right?
Yeah, the Nightingale one's like black with loads of silver.
Yeah, that's
like
the one I had.
Embossing and stuff.
Just making sure that I was thinking of the right one.
Yeah. One thing I don't get really about Skyrim is like you can like cap someone basically in the head and send a like solid glass or like steel arrow through their skull.
Yeah.
And if it just doesn't kill them, even if you get the sneak bonus, they'll just turn around. They'll be like, huh?
What? Just like Metal Gear Solid style. You're like, huh? That's basically what that is to them. Yeah, they don't. I think they just don't differentiate like health bonuses to different body parts in that game. Like they're all just like one. They're like a mannequin basically. Like they're just fluff on the inside.
Yeah, and then the other thing is they'll like look for you for about 10 seconds and then just go like, must have just been my imagination.
Again, like Metal Gear Solid, you very clearly go knock, knock, knock on something, and they go, huh? What was that? And you just fucking hide in a box or under a table, and they go, must be nothing. Like, what do you think that was? A rat wearing like metal boots or something? There's clearly a dude in here that like knocked on a. How did you become a security guard in Shadow Moses? How did you become a security? Like, because you have to be like pro militia level. You have to be like Marine level to get into a.
Yeah.
Like, to become that's what always confuses me about henchmen in movies, right? Is to get to, like, that top dog spot where you're protecting a fucking supervillain, someone with, like, unlimited funds. They must have, like, training modules and shit.
Yeah.
Because like they know that like
It's an
heroes
open
gonna
university course.
Yeah,
It's like-
they get a fucking pack in the post. It just has a VHS in it that they've been using since the 80s. And you start up some synth, it goes like dun dun dun, protecting Dr. Vessel. Let's just call him Dr. Vessel, and it just goes like I don't know, walk around. If you get given a position, you need to stay in that position. You're gonna walk around that room in the same way, all right? Because you don't want to miss anything. Okay, you gotta go. You gotta be really predictable about your movements.
Yeah.
And if anything does happen, I mean, obviously check it out, right? But you have to get back to your duty. Okay, so give it like 10 seconds, and then get back to it. Okay.
Protecting Dr. Vessel, Volume 1. Step 1. Remember your patrol route. The patrol route has been set out for you by those in command. Straying from your patrol route for more than 2 minutes will result in disciplinary action and possibly a docking of your paycheck. Should you see anything suspicious, simply report it into your radio and we will send a team of experienced shooters to deal with the scenario.
And that's it. That's just the entire.
Please turn to side 2.
It's a VHS. You don't.
cassette. This portable version. This is
Oh no! I got it right. So it's a VHS, right? But the fucking audio isn't working, and they
so you're
and he's
accompanying
penny
tape.
pinching. So he just gets he gets someone to overdub it.
Yeah.
Oh, on a cassette.
So I can forgive it in MGS1 though, because of
limitations, like physical limitations. But if they're pulling that shit in MGS5, it's like
No,
nah,
they
fam.
haven't. They haven't. It's
What?
got adaptive AI now. According to the Game Trailers review, AI adapts to how you work. If you start capping people in the head with tranquilizers all the time, they'll start wearing helmets and stuff.
That's fucking awesome. If that isn't just like an E3 gimmick, and they've implemented that properly, that's gonna make the game so much more immersive.
Yeah, I mean the Game Trailers review actually says that it's really well done, and they start looking for you in different ways. They start upping their defenses if you keep getting in certain areas or using points of entry like grates and stuff all the time, and they move their like patrols around and shit, which is cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this game, and somehow we've gotten back round to Metal Gear again.
And still haven't talked about Borderlands at all.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about Borderlands, but hey, it doesn't need too much because we don't know anything about it.
We don't know
really.
anything about it, and what if the movie, right?
Go on.
Do you think maybe the reason they picked Borderlands as a movie is because of the increasing rise in fucking 2-hour-long balls to the wall action flicks like John Wick and Mad Max Fury Road,
Yeah.
which are both just movies that like as soon as you hit play on your DVD player, it goes like fucking explosions everywhere and like cars exploding and shit. And with John Wick, it's just like I've forgotten what happens in John Wick, but he's just like in the first 5 minutes, like I need to get some revenge now, and he just goes around capping people for the next fucking 2 hours, and then you're like, cool, maybe that's exactly what it's gonna be. Like they're not gonna try and like bog it down with story. They're gonna be like, again, just like in the fucking game, they're like, you guys are scavenger hunters, go and fucking get some shit, and then it's just them going through caves and blowing up monsters. And
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to touch on like the idea of the vault at all in Borderlands. Like,
give me a sec. I've completely
kind of
forgotten what
appears
that
in the
is.
second one a little bit. It's basically like a big vault full of treasure.
Oh yeah, that's why people are going to Pandora, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Is to find this vault that's just fucking full of, yeah. Probably, maybe that's what the kind of made. Well, that's what the premise might start off as, and then like the game, it will just go like, what's all this fucking purple shit that's flying around everywhere? Let's go check that out.
I'm guessing we'll see like Mad Moxie and some of those like iconic quote unquote Borderlands villains.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see their take on if they do it with like aliens or they just keep everyone human looking, I guess.
Oh, there'll be aliens. Oh, you mean, is everyone human in the game?
No, but they have like enemies that are like
alien, aren't they? You have the
Skags.
the bully brags. No, what are they called? The big looking like gorilla looking monsters that have like 4 arms.
Oh shit.
They're like in the snowier levels.
Yeah, I can't remember what
It's
they're
called bully something.
Yeah.
Right.
They're bully something. That's all I can remember. But yeah, probably it'd be interesting to see that. And like, I don't know if they'll actually like use the gameplay story or if they'll go for something different. I mean,
probably something different because like you'd expect that's what they did. Or they might do like I just said a bit like before, like a mix of the both. Like when Prince of Persia came out, like where that was the worst. I saw that in the cinemas. And that was the worst.
Reminded me that it exists.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, but they kind of like that's the thing that pissed me off. Right, because I used to love the Prince of Persia games, and in the games he's literally the Prince of Persia, right? But in like the movie, they make him out to be like what, like a street urchin that gets adopted, and then he's like, so it's like you're not entitled to the throne at all. Of course, your brother's going to be pissed off or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Just thinking of Ubisoft movies, they've released the first image of Michael Fassbender in the Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, that
uniform. I mean, like I sent it to my friend who loves Assassin's Creed, and he was just like, yeah, looks pretty cool. He thought Michael Fassbender was going to play Desmond, or whatever the main guy's name is, but maybe he will. Maybe he will play Desmond and whoever the previous assassin is and just kind of go off they're related, so they look alike.
Yeah.
Thing. Even though, like, I'm pretty sure I don't look like any of my ancestors who were knocking about in fucking 1890s London.
You might.
Oh, yeah, 1890s is quite recent, genetically speaking.
Yeah. Yeah,
it is mad to think like where my ancestors might come from because obviously England's a melting pot of cultures. It's very, very, very highly unlikely that my lineage goes all the way, like fucking obviously not all the way back, but like for a large portion have been like situated in England since like there were settlers here. That's a But there are people probably like that knocking about. What if there are people like that, right? But they live in Venezuela now.
Odd. Probably true. Probably happens.
True.
I mean, the Americas are
again
prime example of that.
Especially the northern regions are again another melting pot of cultures.
You know, talking of like video game movies and stuff, I just popped into my head. There's a new Hitman movie coming out, right?
Yeah, I got confused with that because my manager said she was going to go see the new Transporter movie. And I was, and I thought it was Hitman in my head. And I was like, oh, you might want to watch out for that. Like, video game movies are never that good. And she was like, what? Basically. And then, like, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I've seen the trailers. It looks kind of, like, the last one wasn't that good. She was like, the last one was really good. She was talking about Transporter 3, which was pretty okay. Yeah. And then, like, 4 hours later, when I just kind of thought back at it, I was like, fuck. Shit. Yeah, when I was thinking about when I was talking about the Assassin's Creed movie with my mate, I was like, oh, damn it.
What is it? Transporter refueled? Something like that?
Yeah, refueled.
Weird. Don't care. Doesn't have Jason Statham in it.
It doesn't fucking matter then.
Yeah.
That's like when they released that new Bourne movie with
shit.
The guy who plays fucking Hawkeye in Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner. See, I got his name in the end. I do care about him other than just the Avengers. And yeah, that didn't get too like great. Didn't get 2 thumbs up.
No. That was kind of average. Hitman movie, the original one. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
It was pretty poor.
Yeah, it just falls into the same genre, like, you know, like those video game movies they release, like normally produced by Uwe Boll or whatever.
Yeah,
like Alone in the Dark or something like lame like that. It just goes in with that crowd. Like, yeah, no one cares.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the new one looks okay. There's a trailer out for it. It looks like it's actually done right in the sense that he nicks clothes and stuff.
Boom.
But
he's not just running and gunning.
The thing with Hitman is like,
I suck it.
As soon as you see a dude walking around with like a barcode on the back of his head.
Yeah, why would you put a plaster on that, right?
Yeah. All these high profile dudes keep getting fucking assassinated. Eventually one of these henchmen is gonna get a new job at someone else, and he's gonna go, oh well, there's this guy who goes around assassinating people. He's like a fucking bald guy with a barcode on the back of his head. We should just keep an eye out for him.
Wait a minute, give me a sec, right? So, because I've only played Hitman Absolution, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know that much about like the backstory for Hitman. What does the barcode? I know he's not a clone, is he?
Yeah.
Is he clone?
Yeah.
Okay, so what does the barcode represent though? What's the point of that? To say like, boop, that's 47.
Yeah.
Right. What would happen if someone caught a picture of him on CCTV?
Right.
And they were like, wait a minute, what's that on the back of his
QR
head?
code
That's a
scanner.
fucking barcode. They whip out their fucking Google Eye. They go, whoop, oh, he's an assassin who's a clone. Just comes up to his LinkedIn profile.
Exactly. He's got like his Facebook page, like Twitter.
His likes and dislikes. He's
SoundCloud.
likes fashion accessories. Hates CCTV cameras.
Check out his mixtape.
It's proper
fire.
fire, yeah. And it's just like really ambient noise because it represents his inability to focus on what his true personality is because he's not allowed to have one.
It's all like field recordings of like rooms where he's killed people.
Oh my god. Well, that's like the bass track for it. And then
Yeah,
they'll, like,
exactly.
add some like really like weird like long drony pads. And I mean like long and drony. Like you pressed it once and it goes on for like half an hour, and you're just like throw some discordant shit. Concept album right there.
Yeah. Sweet.
Copyright Dean and Connor again.
We're just idea machines.
We are idea machines. I came up with another idea the other day and I completely forgot about it.
Great, man. Nice
great.
one.
Whatever.
Cool. So just in case you missed that.
Connor had an
Yeah.
idea once. You can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
The end.
Okay, so this is a track from Sonic the Comic. We already played them in our first ever episode, but just as a little hooray, I guess, for Sarah
update.
Grady's Kickstarter, which we mentioned. She funded it successfully. A lot more than she expected. I think she hit about 21k in the end, which is
a fucking great
bucks.
achievement. Yeah.
yeah.
So we hope you we hope you do something good with that.
Yeah. So it should be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product. And yeah, this is Videogames by Sonic the Comic.
Written video games. Don't type it in video games.
I'm really good at watching TV, but when I'm staring at that abyss, does it actually watch me? I start so many things that I don't finish, and this tiny voice screaming saying I should probably do this. There are atoms in my eyes from all these arcane secrets. I'm lacking motivation from trying to keep it. There are atoms in my eyes from all these arcane secrets. I just want to play video games. I mean, real life is pretty okay, but the closest thing to trophies is a list of things to do every day. Maybe I threw the manual away because there are so many situations I don't know how to play. There are atoms in my eyes from all these arcane secrets. I'm lacking motivation from trying to keep it. There are atoms in my eyes from all these arcane secrets. I just want to play video games. just want to play video games. I just want to play video games.
Christopher walking home.
Oh my, I can't do it.
Wow.
That was fucking George Takai. I just
Yeah.
oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh
Yes.
my. George Takai.
Mr. Sulu.
Mr. Sulu.
Mate, if I was gay, I'd blow him. Anyway, we're back. That was a great great song. Great song, great vibes, proper nerdy. That could be like the nerd anthem.
I'm so fucking...
It's fucking hot, man.
It's so hot in this room.
We have a window open. It's grey. It's fucking almost thundering outside, and we're still sweating like pigs in this fucking
disgusting.
nerd den. So just to reiterate, that was Sonic the Comic with video games.
This is at the point where it's probably just about to bring the pain with the rain, yo. But it's not doing it yet, so it's at that really shitty, sweaty, like...
Oh, it's like monsoon levels. I honestly, fucking big up to anyone who lives in India, right? Because you must live through some disgusting weather conditions when it gets to monsoon season. Like, I mean, I know, like, when it gets to summer, you have English people going like, oh, it's so muggy. Like, muggy's like the fucking cat. That was the catchphrase of, like, that was the catchword of this year's summer. Just people going, muggy. Like, it's just so heavy and wet. And it's like, you've never been to a tropical region, have you? Like, Brisbane, when it gets to summertime, that's muggy. That's like breathing in a pint of water every time you just have a sharp little breath in. You can't be surprised in Australia. You see that's why that's why no one's ever died of a spider bite since 1979 in Australia, but they have died from spiders because they just see a spider go and that's it.
Yeah.
They just drown in their cars and just careen off the
lungs just fill with water
edge
immediately.
instantly. Yeah.
So, I don't know why, but the heat seems to have just given us the giggles.
Yeah, it was. It's sending it to like a really. It's like, it's just the same lightheaded feeling I got once when I passed out after a shower. Right, it's probably that exact same thing. I used to have my showers on like super hot, and like as soon as I guarantee I didn't slip in the shower. I just stepped out, and then just kind of as I was stepping out, I passed out, like just hit the floor, duh, and then I got woken up later when my mum like went to use the bathroom and like knocked the door into my head. Probably explains a lot about my behaviour.
I've passed out in a bathroom before.
Yeah.
How old were you when this happened?
13, 14.
Okay, I was about 18.
Drugs, mate. If it's drugs, it doesn't count. I'm kidding.
Well, I didn't have any left in me.
Okay, right. It passed.
I had a very, very, very nasty night on which I almost died. Basically, I went and did a stupid thing that teenagers do, where you take way too much of anything that's on offer. And I was at a house party.
Kids, everything in moderation.
Yeah. I was at a house party. I didn't really know what I was taking because I was really, really drunk. And obviously that's never a good thing. And I felt really ill. I passed out. Apparently I tripped over a table or sort of like wiped out on a table, which I don't even remember. I woke up like puking into my own mouth, which is pretty gross.
And also extremely dangerous.
Yeah, pretty much.
You almost Hendrixed out.
Yeah, my body just kind of threw itself on the floor, and I remember being awake for like 2 seconds and then passing out again in the recovery position because my body was just like, Dean, mate,
we need to survive.
Yeah, you're gonna
It literally
die.
went into Ray Mears mode and just like grabbed you and went like, get on the side. These are poison berries now. Ray Mears.
And my brain was like, poison berries, what? Oh! And then I went and stood in the shower for a sec because obviously I'd puked all over myself in my friend's bathroom. Sorry about that. I just knocked the mic stand. I showered off. I got everything off me. I was just standing in a bathroom, like wrapped in a towel, kind of like, I looked at my phone. It was like 4 a.m. I put my phone in my pocket. after I got dressed and stuff. And then I like looked at it again like 2 minutes later, and it was like 9 o'clock, and I just basically passed out standing up for like 5 hours.
Wow.
It was weird.
I've
Apparently I
never...
broke his shower door, but I fucking didn't. So anyway,
All you haters out there who keep saying that, right? You can back down. It's not how it happened. You weren't there. You don't know my story.
exactly.
I'm a bitch for
Someone
life.
else put me in that shower, so I didn't break it. It was them.
You can bring it to the court with that evidence, man.
Yeah. This is audio evidence. No, it's not, because we're just recording the events from my perspective.
Like,
it's not
I was about to say, that's
evidence
not
at all,
audio evidence. If I was just like, say I didn't murder a person, if I was just to record myself going, I didn't do it, and send it into the like a judge, he's just like, what? We're not even investigating this case. We didn't even know this was a thing. Oh, it's not investigating me. It turns out you didn't murder anyone, but just starting a fucking witch hunt against myself. That'd be
Yeah, you've
good way
already
to-
done that now.
Okay.
This becomes the subject of Serial Season 2. Like,
All right, yeah, just a quick thing. If you guys are interested in like other podcasts, right, which you're allowed to be, that's fine. It's an open
they
relationship.
definitely are. If they're listening to this, let's face it, this is like low tier.
Yeah, man. But there's this other podcast called Serial, which I and Dean, I assume, highly recommend
Yeah.
you listen to. It's just an investigative reporter, like researching a murder case that was put to trial and, you know, put down in 1999. It was like a high school murder, and she's like, oh, there was some weird inconsistencies. Let's just kind of go over this again. And she like, interviews everyone who was like a part of it. And it's a 12-part mini-series in a podcast, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It's like one of the best things I've ever listened to. It's like a real-life audio book, basically, which is what podcasts are. But I mean, like, this has like a story and a narrative, and kind of.
Yeah.
It's just fucking brilliant. Just check it out. It's called Serial. It's on the NPR, National Public Radio in America. It's like that thing. Shit, I'm really bad at giving information. This is like how I give directions.
Come on.
I'm like, it's in the so it's called Serial. You
Right.
can find it.
Yeah. Where?
Oh shit! Like, if you just Google Serial NPR Radio, that's it.
It's
You'll
also
find it.
on YouTube.
It's also on YouTube. Yeah, if you. Yeah.
It's 12
like-
episodes. First one's about an hour. The rest are about 30 to 45 minutes long. It's all good. Go have a listen. I can also recommend it.
Yeah, I already said you did, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I already
I
said
can
you
speak
did.
for my fucking self.
Yeah, but sometimes you shouldn't. Just like we just demonstrated there. Sometimes people shouldn't be allowed to speak for themselves. Sometimes they need prompting, because well, I just need prompting. Sometimes I feel like I should get like cue cards, just for like things I say in my day-to-day life. Like normally, like especially when I was working behind the bar. I've officially quit now. I'm out of that shithole.
Yeah.
Well, I say officially quit. I was supposed to be in work today and I just didn't go in.
Oh my God, you're so gangster.
I am so gangster. I didn't go into work yesterday either. Oh my God.
Oh my God. You better show up to work when the shop's open, I swear to God.
Well, no, when
I'm fucking done with that shit. I fucking hate it there.
I'm just like, I made the worst choice. I just stopped showing up, and you keep ringing me like, are you okay?
We got a podcast to do, like.
And I'm like, I like the podcast. You're like, what's wrong? I just lie like, I've been ill for a week. You just don't see me again. So I just keep getting ill. Never ill enough to not talk, though.
No. Right. Last song.
Oh, are we going?
Yeah, we're going.
All right.
This is by Vernal. This is coming out on Caroline Records on the 31st of August. They sent us the whole album, which is fucking awesome. It's like, it really made me happy because I was like, cool. We get to play this before it's out, which is sweet. Made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. This is Awalking Home. Awalking.
I'm walking home.
And again, it's by Vernal. This is streamable currently on Bandcamp with about 4 other songs on the album, and then the other 4 you have to buy it to have a listen to them. But they're all really good. I've listened through the whole thing, and
Very Weezer-esque. If you like Weezer, you like these guys.
yeah, and Superchunk is another band that comes to mind. Anyway, thanks for listening to us again. But you know, grinning and bearing it, I guess.
In a bit.
Bye.
sidewalk. I was feeding pigeons breadcrumbs from the kitchen, from the shit place where I stay now, by the train tracks, walking home, walking home. Pinpoint punctuary, pupils scare me while they end my sentences before my mouth can start to start them, so I'm silent.